Good evening, everybody, and thank you for attending this amazing, what started as let's get some dynamic women together, women in the region who've been in business or who have had a major influence in the region. And what a great idea to be able to bring us all together. Just to let you guys know, I have been encouraged and motivated by all of you women who have had some influence in this campaign, not only in the decision making, but also in the campaign part, and even up to where we are today. So I just want to first say thank you so much for being here tonight. In the morning when I woke up and it was raining, I thought, oh goodness. And then I saw it was clear skies, and look at how beautiful it actually turned out to be. So this is great. I do want to give a couple of shouts out as we start this evening. I want to give a shout out to Sandy Smoley, who is the first woman elected to the Board of Supervisors. Sandy, thank you for being here. Sandy has been a tremendous encouragement to me since I met her, and so I am really grateful for the insight and the wisdom that you have given me and the encouragement. It is definitely something that I take when I look at women who are interested in politics. I always give them all the information that I can and let them know that it really is an awesome experience if you love policymaking. So thank you for all that you have done. I also want to give a shout out to Anne-Marie Schubert, who is a former DA. Yes. Thank you, Anne-Marie. I actually am very encouraged in watching you run for office and the position that you held, and now how you are driving this Prop 47 and the changes that we desperately need to really fix the problems that are impacting us today. And so thank you for all your hard work. And I know on behalf of all of us, it is a lot of hard work, and so thank you for that. It will definitely have an impact in the long run. I also want to give a recognition to Roberta MacGlashan, who was the first woman elected to District 4. A seat that I highly, highly desire to have. Sue Frost couldn't be here tonight, but Sue has been, when Sue came to me initially and said, hey, Rosario, this is the situation, I'm not going to run again. And she asked me, are you ready? And I said, Sue, I'm always ready. Because I feel that you always have to be ready for whatever comes your way. And what a tremendous opportunity to do something that I really love. I love policymaking. I did not think that I would love it as much as I do. And to be able to have the opportunity to have an impact on the things that are really meaningful to every single one of us. And I'll go into the details later today. But to me, it is very exciting to be on the policymaking side, to be able to make decisions and to be a part of positive changes for the region. I continue to tell everybody, Sacramento as a region is so beautiful. We have so many opportunities to really drive businesses to our area that bring in those really high-paying jobs, that really change the dynamics of the culture. Even like this downtown, I grew up in a big city. So when I hear that kind of noise, and fire engines and cop cars, to me, it's like music to my ears, because I really do love the hustle and bustle. And then Michele Rivas, who is a Twin Lakes School Board elected official. Thank you for being here tonight, Michele, and thank you for your support. So I want to start out just giving you a little update of where the campaign is today. We are, as I've been able to pick up almost all the major endorsements that I have. And I think that what set me aside from the two individuals that are running for office aside from me is that I think people recognize that I really do care, that I really that I really look at results, and I really look at being able to make a positive impact in whatever it is that I do. And so I am really, I'm pleased to have had the support of the Sacramento Chamber, 522, Probation, the Sheriff's Department, the Realtors Association, Sacramento Association of Realtors, and several other businesses, Region Business. And so one thing that I can guarantee is that I will work really hard at the issues that are before District 4. But the issues that are in District 4 are actually also issues that impact the entire county of Sacramento. the number one issue that something has to be done is with with homelessness. So 178 million goes into this, into homelessness, and that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money when the problem continues to get worse. And we've all heard this. The problem continues to get worse. Well, I'm really going to delve down into results. When I take office, one of the things that I'm going to ask for is what are the results and what are the outcomes of any entity that is receiving money that has to do with homelessness. Because if we don't start looking at results, then we will continue to do exactly what we've been doing. And so I'm going to hone in on this. I tell everybody, I have the interest, I have the passion, I've got the energy, I've got the drive, I have the motivation, and I've got the time. And I am going to make homelessness one of the top priorities to do something. I think that's something that all of you want to see done, and I will be more than happy to drive that ship and to be able to ensure that we are seeing results. Transportation is one of the also top issues. It's crumbling roads. People want to see something get done, and I think that if we can identify waste in some areas, we can bring it into the areas that people want. People want to be able to drive on roads that aren't going to give them blowouts. If you drive from, lately I spent quite a bit of time in the Rio Linda, Alberta area, and you really all to do is take a drive on Watt Avenue and know that we've got some serious problems with roads. And then, of course, the top priority that will remain the top priority is public safety. I think it's government's number one priority to ensure that we can walk down any street and know that we are going to feel safe and that criminals will get prosecuted for crimes that they commit. And so I am committed to supporting our DA. I'm committed to supporting our Sheriff's Department. I am really encouraged when I see what Sheriff Cooper has been doing in his job. I think he's done a really good job. I love that he calls out businesses and processes that just aren't working for the department, for what these men and women do in their daily work. I'm really encouraged by DA Tenho. I think the work that he is doing is going to have a long-term impact in our communities. And so I'm just encouraged, and I look forward to working with both of them. The other area that I'm very highly interested in is economic development. I actually am kind of obsessed with ED because I think that if we continue to focus on attracting businesses into our area, some of the other problems will end up subsiding. And so when we talk about people being able to afford living in the Sacramento region, people being able to afford rents, if you bring in great paying jobs and businesses, that sort of really takes care of itself. And so I have enjoyed being on the Greater Sacramento Economic Council. I sit on the Folsom Economic Development Corporation. And to me, it's just something that I really enjoy. I think, as I mentioned earlier, Sacramento region has so much beauty to it. If you walk down the street, if you go into the Old Town Folsom, if you look at the sky, these buildings here, there's just so much that can be offered, but we have to be able to fix the problems so that businesses will want to look at the Sacramento region as a whole and bring their businesses and continue to thrive as a county. As far as the campaign goes, it is tough. It's really tough raising money these days. And for many of you know, SB 1439 has made it very difficult. I did have my first refund to a donor because there was a Socopolis project coming before the Folsom City Council. And so I chose to refund the money so that I could do my job as an elected official. And so we continue to make phone calls and we continue to ask, but that challenge is something that, tonight I continue to ask, we have 2.5 weeks left, but we have a very large group of workers that we can put to work, that we can put feet on the ground, we can get out there, but it's still what it comes down to is being able to pay it, fund it, and get elected. My goal from the very beginning was that I wanted to take this on March 5th. When I looked at my the two other candidates running for this position, they're habitual runners. Historically, they don't work for the job, and so I just knew that it's very possible. And so I think the team has done everything we can to get this 50% plus one on March 5th. I'm at the point now where I'm praying to God, just please throw me a bone and make it happen. Because what it'll do is, there's a couple of things that I could do. A, I can go support other candidates that are pro-business, pro-public safety, and pro-economic development, that we will continue to have the same vision of what we could have here in the region. And then second, I could start get to work. I could start pulling all of the data that I need and all of the information, so that the day that I get sworn in, I can already I've hit the ground running. I will already be very well aware of the things that I want to push for, and I can start that. But it's going to take that March 5th. So I am grateful for all the support that you guys have given me. I'm also open to any questions anybody may have tonight. It's not that cold out here, so that's good. Oh, okay, Leilani. Okay, so Leilani, so when Tab said, okay, we have a scheduler for you, I realized that, okay, I need to get better at being able to give somebody my calendar. And so Leilani she was hired to the team about 3 weeks ago, and she has done a great job ensuring that things get on my calendar and that I know where I'm going, and she's detailed and great. James Duran here is just awesome at scheduling things and making things happen, and he organizes and manages the volunteers and some of our workers, and he's done just a really tremendous job. And I gotta say, I would not be where I am today if I didn't have Tab Berg really behind me, pushing me, providing me the information that I need, even on topics and issues, and being able to go somewhere and say, "Hey, Tab, I'm not very clear on what this topic is," and it's great to have somebody who has the history, who has knowledge, and the SACB. I got their endorsement. I was really happy about that because I really wanted it. I wanted it because, I had heard many things about SACB, and I didn't think that I was a candidate that they would support, but they supported me. They gave me the endorsement, and then they wrote up a really great article about she was well prepared and she was knowledgeable about the district. And if there's anything that I wanted in this, is to be able to understand the issues that are happening in Rio Linda versus the issues that are happening in Citrus Heights versus the issues that are happening in Folsom, which I already am very well aware of, and then the issues like in Rancho Murrieta. And so, Tab, I'm really grateful for your advice, your expertise, and your partnership, and we're going to be friends forever. So are there any, I also want to give a shout out to Erica, because Erica is one that she's really good at calling me about, hey, there's this event happening, or there's this something is going on, and have you met this person? Have you connected with this person? And so Erica, thank you. I am truly appreciative of that. There are people you meet along the way that that have your back and that have an interest in your success, and so I would put you on that level where I think it's genuinely, I know you got my back, girl.
Does that mean I get the first question?
Yes, first question.
Rosario, I do not have an SB 1439 conflict. What is the max contribution I can make to your campaign?
Individual, $1,500. Organization, $3,000. Husband and wife, $3,000. Yeah, so if you have it, or if you donated $250, you can actually write a check for the $1,250. We are now 20 days away, and 19 days.
Just win. Go get him,
I know, I'm working. Thank you. All right. No questions? All right, very good. Well, again, thank you so much for being here tonight. It means a lot to me to have your support. Many of you are friends, and I appreciate seeing you here today. And many of you I've met most recently, and I look forward to getting to know you better. And I thank you for being here tonight. All right. All right.